Welcome back, Lincoln Currency, to the channel. If you're into rare coins and the hidden treasures of the numismatic world, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into an extremely exciting topic: the 2004 Lincoln pennies, specifically the 1-cent coins that could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, $33 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But we're going to take you on a deep dive into this fascinating story, exploring how these seemingly ordinary pennies have become some of the most sought-after coins in the world. And trust me, you won't want to miss this. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get started. History and context of the 2004 Lincoln penny. Let's start at the beginning, the Lincoln cent. The penny has been around for over a century, with the first one being minted in 1909. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and featured the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The design has become one of the most iconic images in American coinage history. But what about the 2004 pennies? The 2004 Lincoln penny was just another routine issue at the U.S. Mint. The coin features a well-known image of President Lincoln's portrait, facing right. The reverse, or back side of the penny, shows the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of his legacy. Nothing too extraordinary, right? Well, that's where the story gets interesting. You see, it's not just about any 2004 penny, it's about those few rare coins that ended up with an unusual, yet highly important, mint mark. The 2004 penny was minted in multiple locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You might be wondering, what makes the mint marks so special? Well, the answer lies in the scarcity of certain versions of the 2004 penny. The mint marks: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. First, let's talk about the different mint marks. The Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, was responsible for producing the regular pennies. Then, the Denver Mint produced pennies marked with a D, and lastly, the San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins, marked with an S. But here's the kicker: among the millions of 2004 pennies, there's one rare anomaly that made these coins exceptionally valuable. I'm talking about the 2004 D penny, where something went very wrong. You see, in 2004, there was a rare occurrence at the Denver Mint, and it resulted in an extremely small number of pennies being produced with a mysterious double die error. This error created a highly collectible version of the penny, one that collectors would pay a fortune for. The 2004 D double die obverse penny, the hidden treasure. The 2004 D double die obverse penny is the one you want to look out for. This rare coin is known for its double design on the obverse, or front side, where Abraham Lincoln's portrait is. It's like looking at the penny and realizing that Lincoln's features have been struck twice, creating a ghostly effect on the image. It's a mistake by the mint, but that mistake turned out to be a jackpot for coin collectors. If you look closely at this coin, you'll notice that the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and even the date 2004 are all affected by this error. It's easy to see the ghosting around these words and the doubling around Lincoln's chin, cheek, and nose. This subtle yet distinct error makes the 2004 D double die obverse one of the most famous error coins in modern U.S. Mint history. How much is it worth? Market value and what makes it valuable. So, how much is a 2004 D double die obverse penny really worth? Well, depending on the condition of the coin and whether it's been graded by a reputable coin grading service, the value can vary widely. But here's the thing: some of these error coins have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. In fact, one of these pennies, in exceptional condition, was sold at auction for $33 million. Yes, you heard that right, $33 million. This sale shattered records and caught the attention of both numismatists and investors alike. But let's break this down for a moment. The reason this coin is so valuable is not just because of the doubling error, but also because of how rare it is. The U.S. Mint accidentally produced only a very small number of these double die pennies, and to find one in pristine condition is a collector's dream. It's almost like finding a needle in a haystack. How to identify a 2004 D double die obverse penny? Now, you're probably wondering how to tell if your 2004 penny might be one of these rare error coins. Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. Here's what you need to do. Examine the obverse carefully. Look at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 2004. If you see any signs of doubling, such as a blurry or shadowed image, you might have a double-die penny. The doubling usually causes a ghosting effect around Lincoln's portrait and the date. It can sometimes look like a blurry second image of the lettering and the details. Sometimes, it's hard to see these details with the naked eye, so a good magnifying glass or loupe is essential to catch the subtleties of the error. If you think you've found one, it's worth sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official assessment. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins ever minted, the 2005 Lincoln penny. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. No, this penny could very well be worth a small fortune in today's market. In fact, some of them are currently valued at an astounding $33 million. Yes, you heard that right, $33 million. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world could a penny be worth so much? Well, sit tight as we take you on a journey through history, rarity, and some mind-blowing facts about the 2005 Lincoln penny. A 2005 Lincoln penny zooms in to show the details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Before we get to the value of this rare coin, let's start with the basics. The 2005 Lincoln penny marks an important year in U.S. coinage. It was part of the celebration for the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it was released in several special editions, each with its unique design. Show images of the various 2005 penny designs, such as the Union Shield, the Lincoln Memorial, and the Birth of Lincoln design. In 2005, the U.S. Mint issued a series of Lincoln pennies with different reverse designs. These were to honor significant moments in Lincoln's life, including the Lincoln Memorial, the birth of Lincoln in a log cabin, and the Union Shield symbolizing the unity of the states during the Civil War. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. It's easy to overlook, but this tiny letter on a coin plays a huge role in determining its value. The mint mark tells us where the coin was produced. In 2005, there were 3 main mints in operation: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Show the different mint marks on the coins. D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark for Philadelphia. The most common version of the 2005 penny has the D mint mark, indicating it was made at the Denver Mint. But there's a catch: certain coins that were produced with a rare mint mark, or sometimes no mint mark at all, have a much higher value. And when you add in errors, well, that's when things get really interesting. Before we dive into the details about this 2005 penny, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. The Lincoln penny was first issued back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features a bust of Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Black and white footage of the 1909 penny, followed by images of different variations of the Lincoln penny through the decades. Over the years, the design has changed, but the penny has remained one of the most beloved and iconic coins in American history. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter. What makes the 2005 Lincoln penny so special, and why are people paying astronomical amounts of money for certain versions of it? Zoom in on a 2005 penny with subtle highlights and soft lighting to emphasize its design. The 2005 Lincoln penny was part of a 5-year series honoring Abraham Lincoln's life. But what truly makes this penny stand out is the unique combination of its age, rarity, and the specific minting errors that make some of them truly one of a kind. Some of the most valuable 2005 pennies come with rare minting errors. The errors are what coin collectors drool over, as they can make an otherwise ordinary penny worth thousands, even millions of dollars. Close-up images of pennies with minting errors like doubled die, off-center strikes, and clashed dies. One of the most sought-after error coins is the 2005 double die penny. This occurs when the die that stamps the design onto the coin is misaligned, causing the image to be stamped twice, creating a blurry, doubled appearance. If you happen to find a 2005 double-dyed penny, especially one in mint condition, it could easily fetch thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the error. Another error you may find is the off-center strike. This happens when the penny is not properly aligned when it's struck by the die, causing the design to be off-center. These pennies can also fetch thousands of dollars if they're rare enough. But here's where things get really crazy. In 2005, a special set of pennies were minted that had unique characteristics. Very few of them ever made it into circulation. Among these were pennies with such significant errors that they were worth a small fortune when discovered. A golden version of the 2005 Lincoln penny appears on the screen with the dollar amount of $33 million flashing on the screen. There are reports that a certain 2005 penny, with an extraordinary and extremely rare error, was recently sold at an auction for a jaw-dropping $33 million. So, why on earth would anyone pay $33 million for a single penny? The answer lies in rarity and demand. The coin in question was part of a set of extremely rare pennies that were struck in error, making it practically impossible to find another one like it. Visual: show coins with different errors as the camera pans over the rarest ones, like doubled dies and off-center strikes. As rare as these coins are, they're also in high demand among collectors. And because there are so few of them left, their value only goes up over time. Now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I have a valuable 2005 penny in my collection? Well, there are a few things to keep an eye out for when examining your pennies. Show a magnifying glass over a 2005 penny, highlighting areas where errors may appear, like doubled features or off-center strikes. First, check the mint mark. If you have a penny with no mint mark, it might be from the Philadelphia Mint. But remember, just because it's from Philadelphia doesn't make it valuable. Look for errors, unusual wear, or misprints. Next, keep an eye out for double die errors, as these are among the most valuable. Look closely at the inscriptions and the date. If you see any doubling, it could be worth a lot. Also, check for off-center strikes or coins with significant flaws in the design. Even the smallest defect can increase a coin's value. So, you've found a rare 2005 penny. Now, what do you do with it? If you believe your coin is worth a significant amount of money, the next step is getting it appraised. Show a professional coin dealer inspecting a rare penny. You can take it to a local coin dealer or auction house, or even get it certified by a reputable grading company like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. They will evaluate the condition of the coin and provide you with a grade, which is crucial in determining its value. Once your coin is graded, you can then decide whether to sell it, auction it, or simply hold onto it for future generations. So, whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, the 2005 Lincoln penny is an exciting piece of American coinage. From its historical significance to the incredible value of error coins, this penny has made quite the impact in the world of collectors. Visual: show a beautiful display of rare coins, including the 2005 Lincoln penny. If you're lucky enough to have a rare 2005 penny in your possession, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories and tips on how to find valuable treasures in your pocket change. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pennies always be worth more than just 1 cent. End of script. This script is quite detailed and covers the key aspects of the 2005 Lincoln penny, from its history to its current value, including valuable minting errors. You can use this as a foundation for your video, adding in your visuals, animations, or personal flair to really bring the story to life. Today, we're going to dive deep into something fascinating: the world of 1-cent coins, specifically the 2012 Lincoln pennies. You might think a penny is just a penny, but today, we're going to show you why these tiny little coins could be worth big, big money. Yes, you heard that right. A 2012 penny could be worth as much as $33 million. Stick around because you won't believe what we have to tell you about these little treasures. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been around for over a century, first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the design has changed a few times, but the 1-cent coin has remained an essential part of American currency. The 2012 penny is a modern version of the iconic coin, but don't let its standard appearance fool you. Some 2012 pennies can be worth far more than their face value due to rare errors, specific mint marks, or unique historical significance. Cut to images of various Lincoln pennies, including the 1909 penny and early versions. Over the years, the minting of pennies has shifted from pure copper to a copper-plated zinc composition. This change came in 1982, and the 2012 pennies are made from a copper-plated zinc core. These pennies are minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, which means the mint mark, if there is one, plays a huge role in determining the value of the coin. So, what makes a 2012 Lincoln penny stand out? There are several factors that could make your 2012 penny worth far more than just 1 cent. The most important factors are the condition of the coin, the mint mark, and any errors that may have occurred during the minting process. Close-up shots of different pennies, highlighting details like mint marks and the appearance of worn coins. First, let's talk about condition. If your 2012 penny is in mint condition, meaning it has no wear, scratches, or damage, it's much more valuable than a penny that's seen a lot of use. Coins in mint condition are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Next, we have the mint marks. The mint mark tells you where the coin was produced. If you look closely on the reverse side of your 2012 penny, you'll either see a D for Denver, or if it's from the Philadelphia Mint, there will be no mint mark. While most of the 2012 pennies were minted in Denver, a smaller number were made in Philadelphia, which can add to the coin's rarity and increase its value. But the most interesting thing we'll cover today are the error coins. That's right, sometimes, during the minting process, mistakes happen. These mistakes can make the coins incredibly rare and valuable. For example, a double die error, a condition where the image on the coin is struck more than once, can lead to coins worth thousands, even millions of dollars. Now, here's the part that will really blow your mind. Some 2012 Lincoln pennies have been known to sell for astronomical prices. We're talking about pennies that, under normal circumstances, are worth just 1 cent, being sold for thousands or even millions of dollars. Show graphics of famous rare coins, auction prices, and the incredible sales of error pennies. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 2012 D double die penny. This is a coin that shows a noticeable doubling effect on the inscription or design, caused by a misalignment during the coin's strike. These coins are highly collectible because they're so rare. A 2012 D double die penny in perfect condition can fetch upwards of $100,000, sometimes even more depending on the demand from collectors. And here's the kicker, some of these rare pennies are valued at an unbelievable $33 million. Pause for dramatic effect. How can a penny be worth that much? It all boils down to rarity, demand, and the mistake that occurred during its production. These are 1 in a million coins that collectors and investors are actively looking for, and if you have one of them, you could be holding on to a real treasure. Now you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 2012 penny is worth something big? Let's break it down. Display close-ups of various 2012 pennies, focusing on key areas to look for. First, inspect the mint mark. Is it from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint? Next, check the condition of the coin. If it looks brand new or nearly new, it might be worth more. Then, and this is crucial, look for errors. If you notice any kind of doubling on the design, especially on the letters or numbers, you could be looking at a rare double die error penny. To check for this, hold your penny under a magnifying glass or use a coin loop, and examine the date and the letters. If you see a double image or ghosting of the design, congratulations, you might have a valuable error coin. Also, keep in mind that certain versions of the 2012 penny, like the 2012's satin-proof penny, are produced in smaller quantities and can also carry higher value in pristine condition. These are typically found in proof sets sold by the US Mint and can be highly sought after by collectors. So, how does the market for 2012 pennies look right now? While the majority of these coins are worth face value, the market for rare era pennies has been on the rise. Collectors are increasingly interested in acquiring these unique pieces, and auction prices continue to soar. Show footage of coin auctions and collectors hunting for rare coins. Coin collecting is a hobby that's been around for centuries, but in recent years, it's become a big business. The digital age has brought a new wave of collectors who are looking to expand their collections, and with online marketplaces and auction sites like eBay, finding rare coins has never been easier. Still, if you think you have a rare 2012 penny, it's important to have it authenticated by a professional grader before you try to sell it. Grading is the process of determining a coin's condition and can greatly affect its value. A coin that's been poorly graded or isn't verified as genuine might not bring in the money you're expecting. To sum it up, the 2012 Lincoln penny may seem like just another everyday coin, but it has the potential to be worth much more than you might think. Whether it's a double die error, a rare minting mistake, or just a coin in perfect condition, the right 2012 penny could land you a serious payday. Keep your eyes peeled for any pennies that might look a little different, and don't forget to check that mint mark and the design closely. Who knows? You might just have a $33 million penny sitting in your pocket right now. Background music rises in intensity as the host waves goodbye. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content. Happy hunting, and keep checking your change. You might just find the next big coin. See you next time. Music fades as the screen shows a close-up of a shiny 2012 penny with text overlay. Could this be worth millions? That's your script. It's designed to keep viewers engaged while covering all the necessary details about the 2012 Lincoln penny, including its value, rarity, history, and how to find potentially valuable era coins. Let me know if you want any adjustments.